So I think we are live and I will wait for everybody to join and we will start in 3 to 4 minutes. So I see people are joining and we are waiting for everybody to join. So we are gonna wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start. So I think we can start now. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are joining in this world. And welcome to Amplication's official Hacktoberfest Kickoff 2023. So this event is going to be about how you can contribute to the very first time to any open source project. And we will also discuss what Hacktoberfest is, what's your benefit in contributing to Hacktoberfest, and we'll come to what we are doing actually in this Hacktoberfest and what we have for you. So we will start this session with a very quick introduction of ourselves. And so I will start. Hey everybody, I am Saurav Jain. I am community manager at Amplication, and I'm managing open source community of Amplication at nearly every possible platform. So if even if you are trying to contribute to Amplication or you are joining our Discord community, I am going to be the one you will interact with. So one of my hobby is to travel. I have traveled to many Indian states, and I hope to travel the whole country very soon, and also hopefully the whole world. So this is about me. I would like to invite Muly, our VP R&D, to introduce yourself. Please, Muly.
Hi everyone, great to be here, very exciting. So my name is Muly Gottlieb, I'm VP of R&D with Amplication. I've been with Amplication for a bit over 6 months now. This is my first role in an open source company, so it's really exciting for me to be participating in Oktoberfest from this side of the fence and not just as a contributor to other open source projects. And other than R&D and software-related things, my greatest hobby in the last few years is swimming. I swim, say, about 12 kilometers a week, pool, open water, sea all over. So if you don't see me respond on Discord, I'm probably in the water, and that's it.
That's amazing. Maybe I can catch you in water for the support tickets, but that's another thing. So,
Catch me if you
coming to more, would you like to introduce yourself to the community?
Yes, thank you, Sarah. Hello, everyone. First, I want to say that I'm very excited to participate in this fantastic Oktoberfest kickoff. I am Mor, and I have been working for the last 2 years as a senior full stack engineer in application in the R&D team. And my biggest hobby is running. I run in a lot, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you. So going ahead, this event is there are many people who are joining for the very first time, and out of them there are many developers who are going to make their very first PR to the open source world. So I personally know, at least for me, the first PRs are not very good experience. You get a lot of errors, or maybe you are very shy to ask maintainers for the review, anything. So it's kind of embarrassing for me. So I thought like to ask everybody in the community to share their first PR experience in the comment section, and whoever has the best experience or the most weird experience, I will reward them with a very exclusive application t-shirt after this event. And we will also share our experiences, and I will start because I know I have very embarrassing experience. So my first PR was back in 2018 in Hacktoberfest itself. So my friends told me that there is an event happening in which if you make 4 PRs to an open source project, they ship a t-shirt from United States with a very good quality and very cool design. And that's all what I needed that time. So I got very excited. I started searching what is Git, what is GitHub, and I made a pull request to my friend's repository in the README file, fixing a typo, and I got a million errors in cloning the repository, in making those Git requests, and it was very tough and very embarrassing for me because I just can't do it on the very first time. But I learned it. But I learned GitHub that time. I learned how to make pull requests, and further I explored more and more open source projects, and eventually I landed a job in application through that only. So this is my first PR experience. Muli, would you like to share yours? Do you remember what your first PR was?
Well, I have to go back a lot in memory lane. I think my first PR was in the times you would still carve it on a piece of stone and like had to carry the stone somewhere to get it merged. But seriously speaking, I remember that it was up until then, I only worked at like closed source companies. So only your teammates that you already know could see your code or your commits. And I remember how frightening, I guess it was, to submit something that is very open to the world, that will be searchable on Google later if you search my name. So I obviously started with a lot of like docs and other things. Although I have like over 20 years of experience with software, it was still frightening to do the first code contribution. I think that for me, and there's a lesson learned here, because I think for me, there was a lot of believe that because it's so globally visible, it has to be perfect, and I have to make sure I submit a PR which is absolutely perfect, and that is never the case. And actually, one of the best things about open source is the ability to get the feedback, to have the review on the PR. Even today, even in the core team, of course, we review each other's PRs and we get comments from peers. So lesson learned, don't be shy, submit your PR, and the comments are positive. It's not something negative, and so enjoy it.
That's a really good point that you mentioned, Mulli, because you said you were at 20 years of experience and you still face that shyness. I thought it was only me, that I, like a beginner, that I am facing that shyness, making contributions to publicly. But it happens to everybody. Like it happens to all of us, no matter how experienced we are. That's a really good point. Thank you, Mulli. Coming to more, do you remember your first PR mode?
Yes, I had the same feeling
Shucks.
like, and lucky me, I had Yuval to help me. So my first PR was a small one, We fixed a README file in the application repository, and Yuval saw that I was slightly scared of the process, so he helped me through it. And after it was easy to continue, and all the scared is gone.
That's amazing. For reference, Yoel is founder of Amplication, and he helped Mo to make his first PR. That's wonderful. Thank you, Yoel. You gave us a really good engineer in Amplication. After this, as I told, many developers are joining us for the very first time, and most they are going to contribute to Amplication, and most probably they don't know what Amplication exactly is and how we are making developers' life easy. So I would like to invite Muly to share more about what Amplication is and how we are helping developers. Please, Muly.
Great, thanks. So Amplication is an open source backend code generation platform. We currently focus mostly on Node.js backends. What the platform does for you is that it takes away the need to create all the repetitive boilerplate code, creating APIs, authentication, authorization, database connections, CRUD operations over the database. So everything which is boilerplate and repetitive, we take away, which leaves you with more time to code what really matters, which is your own business logic, your own goals, and not to focus on the things that don't really matter. In addition to to really expediting the process over 20x times faster to write new services with Amplication, you also get standardization across all your services and projects, because all the boilerplate infrastructure code looks the same across all your services, so you get standardization. We really strive for the generated code to be according to all the best practices, so you also get a high quality code, we believe. And again, it's standard across all your services. And not only that, but if you have your own flavor, your own way of doing things, we have an extensive plugin system that I will mention more about later, that allows you to customize how Amplication generates code for you. So you can either take our vanilla recommendation flavor, but you can also choose your own plugins for different databases, different authentication types, different caches, whatever, and it allows you to customize and create your own flavor of generated code for your organization.
That's really very helpful. I hope this will help contributors to have a reference to what Amplication is, and it will help them to contribute to Amplication. So coming to contributions, Hacktoberfest. So I would like to have a conversation about what Hacktoberfest is and what's the real benefit of any developer that they get from contributing to open source projects in Hacktoberfest. So I will start and explain what Hacktoberfest actually is. So Hacktoberfest is a month-long celebration of open source run by DigitalOcean every year in the month of October. So the goal of this month-long celebration is to make open source community more bigger and stronger every year, to invite more and more developers to the open source world and contributing to different open source projects and just grow the ecosystem. So till last year, DigitalOcean offers every open source contributor who contributes 4 or more valid PR requests to any open source projects a really nice design t-shirt. But from this year and on, DigitalOcean and whole Hacktoberfest team shifted to digital rewards. So these digital rewards are very cool. As an insider, I must say that there are really amazing things in those digital reward kits. There will be 3 or 4 different gifts in that digital reward kit, and it also matches with the making planet more sustainable. I would like to ask you, Muly. Yeah.
I just wanted to comment.
Okay,
you talked
please.
a lot about the rewards, but we should all remember that the Hacktoberfest and in general open source is not just about the rewards, although they're cool. And by the way, I've seen the t-shirts that we created, and I would want one. I think ours as employees is not as cool as the. I'll talk to you later, Saurav. But other than cool, other than the cool rewards, I think that Oktoberfest is about global collaboration. It's about the ability to contribute to open source projects that you may like or maybe using on your day-to-day, and now you have a chance to actually improve them or help do something that you care about. There are so many open source projects that I'm sure that you can find something that is of interest to you. And of course, for those of us who are in earlier stages of our career or students, it's really a good online CV, let's call it, when you contribute to open source projects, and it will definitely ease your future employment if you have a lot of nice open source contributions. We actually I have a cool story with us about a contributor that contributed to Amplication and then contributed some more, and then a lot of contributions. At some point, our CEO, Yuval, contacted her and told her, listen, you kind of work for us anyway, so why won't you come work for us? And now she's a core team member. Her name is Amit. Maybe you met her or you will meet her during Oktoberfest. So it's a cool story about actually landing a nice job via open source contributions.
Yeah, I really remember. So we do share our top contributors of the month in our Discord channel. So that month, Amit was the top contributor again and again and again. And the next thing I know when I created that graphic for her is that I have to create one more graphic to welcome in the application team and announce it on our social media channels. So this is the power of open source. Even you can land a job in any open source organization of your choice. So this is another benefit. Coming to Hacktoberfest again. So we are a proud open source project and we do participate in Hacktoberfest every year. So I would like to share you some stats from last year Hacktoberfest, which was the best Hacktoberfest we ever had. So we got more than 75 pull requests from around 50 contributors in different part of this world. They contributed more than 10 tutorials, which was about making a web application using application in the back end. And I just cannot remind. I just forgot the number of times I have to share those links in this last 1 year to different community members to show them how application can make their lives easier. So it helped us a lot, and this inspired us to be a sponsor of Hacktoberfest 2023. So we are a proud sponsor of Hacktoberfest 2023, and we have leveled up the game. By leveling up, I mean we are doing a lot for you guys. So there are three main things that I can divide this Hacktoberfest campaign for application in. So the first one is obviously issues. So we are inviting everyone. So by everyone, I mean, if you are interested in making code contributions to application, there are a lot of issues, dozens of issues at any moment of time in this Hacktoberfest open for you in our repository. If you are someone who wants to work on the non-code part, maybe you want to write an article, maybe you want to work on design, maybe you want to fix something in our documentation, you are more than welcome to visit our repository and pick up any issue you want to and start working on it. No matter what experience you have, whether you are a beginner, there are good first issues for you. If you are an experienced developer, there are many issues that are dedicated to experienced developers to contribute to application. On the top of that is you are getting reward for every PR you made. So for if you have made 1 or 2 PRs to application repository, you will get a Hacktoberfest exclusive application sticker sheet, which is very cool. I'm again an insider and telling you. The second thing is if you are making 3 or more PRs, we really appreciate that. And our designer Alex, kudos to him. He designed a really cool T-shirt for everybody who are making 3 or more pull requests in this Hacktoberfest in application repository. The second thing is building a web application using applications. So as I told, in the last 1 year, we have used those articles a lot to help other community members. So we are doing this again. We are inviting everybody to use application in your web application projects. Create create an article, make a video about it, and and make a pull request to our repository. Just make sure that you have approved the idea from me or from anybody in the application team, and then you start working on it. And for every article you write, every web application you make every YouTube video you make, you will get a Hacktoberfest exclusive application T-shirt for that. And the third but not the least, the last but not the least, and the best thing in this campaign is building a plugin. So we do have a very robust plugin system that Muly told us earlier. It is used by thousands of developers. So if you want to work on something that will impact thousands of developers' lives, you can contribute a plugin to application. We have more than 10 ideas to which you can make a plugin, and each idea is associated with a gift card of worth up to $500. So I would like to invite Muly to share more about the plugin system, how our community can develop a plugin, and whatever I just said about plugin, how they can do that. So Muly, stage is all yours.
Thank you. If you could please share my screen. So let's go into some details about actually contributing to issues. So this is our main repository where you will contribute. Remember that a sure way to make sure that your Hacktoberfest will be really a successful one is to start by giving us a star, of course. That always has to be the first step, right? After you star us, you can head to issues, and you can find here, and I'll talk about it in a minute, pinned on the top, the premium issues for Hacktoberfest about plugins. In general, if I'm already here, I will show you that in the general issue list, there is this label open to community, which will be very visible here because there will be many issues as the month goes. If I click it, it filters all the issues that are open to community. And over here on assignee, I can choose those who are not assigned yet. So now basically I have the list of all the Hacktoberfest or relevant issues that I can take, that are again marked as open to community and not yet assigned. Remember that you need to get officially assigned by someone from the core team. So you go in, you see it's an interesting issue for you. You add a comment here, yeah, please assign me, I want to work on this. Wait for the go, you will get assigned, and then it's yours, and you can start contributing. So that's in general about contribution. And let's jump into the plugins. So as I said earlier, when I described the application, we generate code. We have a core code generation engine called the Data Service Generator, or DSG in short. And the DSG is the core engine that, like I said, it generates the base of the code. But the DSG also runs plugins. As a user, you can choose which plugins you want during the runtime, and you can and the plugins can intervene in the code generation process, and in that way you can generate other flavors of your code. You can see already that, for example, on our website, if you go to application.com/plugins, you can see the list of currently existing plugins, all kinds of integrations, DBs, caches, Swagger, OpenTelemetry. So a lot of different types of plugins for you to choose from. Over here on the premium, issue, you can see that there are, I think, 11 plugin ideas that are available for contributors. Each one has the relevant gift card value based on the complexity of the plugin. Remember that if you go ahead and make the plugin and we approve it, you get the gift card and you can choose to take it, or you can also donate it to any open source project that you like. So here's the list of issues. On any of these issues, if I open one of them, there will be a description that we provided with all the information that we believe is relevant. But of course, if you have questions about it, don't be shy. It's open source. Go ahead, write a question, have a discussion, make sure you understand what is the required, what are the requirements, or what other question you have. And then when you're ready, ask to get assigned. It's very important on plugins because it's a more it's not a simple bug fix, let's say, it's a stronger requirement. We ask you that if you want to get assigned, you need to share with us your approach. So how you're going to approach it in high level, what you think about doing, because we want you to be successful and not to work for nothing, and we want to make sure that you're on the right track. So you need to share your approach. Then when you share your approach and it looks good, we give you the thumbs up, we assign you to the issue. Saurav will add you to a dedicated channel on Discord where you can interact with our team, the core team members, for their ongoing work on the plugin. So that's basically it. Like I said, any plugin has its own price listed here on the premium list. If you want to get some further information about it, you are very welcome to go to our doc site where you have information about plugin development, how to create a plugin, how to test it, and of course, eventually how to publish it when you're ready. So all the information is here. And last but not least, as everything else in the application, everything is open source, so you can just go to the plugins repository. You can see all the existing plugins. You can go in and get inspiration from the code, etc. So you can have some examples on existing plugins. I think that's it.
Yeah, that explain really everything about the plugin campaign. I hope community will take more and more plugins and build it. So coming to the main event of this uh, meetup, how to contribute to any open source project, a demo. So for this, I will like to start. So in specific, the process is nearly same for every repository, any source project. You will start with visiting the GitHub account of that GitHub repository of that particular project. For specific, we are going to talk about application here. So you have to visit github.com/application/application, and then you will visit in the issues section. You will see that we have created a pinned issue for the Hacktoberfest campaign, and then you can just see what we have for you. So for example, code and non-code issues. So you will click here, go to this, and make sure that the issue has open to community tag, and then you can do assign to nobody, and see which issues you can work on. For example, user interview. Maybe you are a user of application and we want to interview you. So it's going to be a 30-minute chat. You will write a comment here, uh, something like, I want to work on it. Team will reply to that comment and assign the issue. Only after that, please start working on it. And it is a strict requirement from our side. We will not entertain any PR that is not assigned to an issue to you. So please make sure that you have issue assigned and then you start working on it. After that, you can visit the particular open source repository, and go to the contributing.md file. So after you will visit the contributing.md file, the project maintainers have written all the steps you need to make sure to make a PR to that open source project. And it's going to be same, nearly 99% same for any open source project. So for this, for us, we have our very well-defined contributing.md file where we have said to make a fork, clone the repository, preparing the developer environment. But I'm not the best person to talk about the technical details. And here I would like to invite Mor, our senior full stack engineer, to she has been to both of the sides of open source development. She has been a contributor to application. She has been a reviewer of community PRs for last 2 years, and she's the expert here. So more stages all yours.
Thank you, Saurav. So, we start the process by opening a new form from the application repository. We'll go to this tab of the fork, click here, create new fork. Here we need to choose the owner, so basically this is the user you work with him on GitHub, and I will leave the repository name application. We must see this checkbox, copy the master branch only and uncheck this box because we want to clone all the branches existing in this repo. And the reason is because we work from a branch called next and not directly on the master one. Now we will create a fork. And now I have a fork in my organization, More Application. We can see that copy all the branches that exist in this repo. And now I want to move to the next step and clone all the code to my local machine. So I click on the code button, make sure I'm on the local tab, click copy the URL, and now I want to open my IDE. I created a temp folder so I can clone it into it. I'm using the command git clone. I paste the copy URL and start cloning the application repo. Until this will end, now I want to choose an issue that I would like to work on it. So I'm going back to the application repository, go to the issue tab. Like Saurav mentioned, I'm searching for the issue that have the label of the open to community. I think this is a good one for the start, and I see that no one already assigned to it. So I will leave here a comment. Hi, can I work on this issue? And comment. Now I need to wait that someone in the application team will approve it and assign it to me. After we see that I haven't signed to this task, I can start working on it. Muly, do you want to approve me? Thank you, Muly. Now that I get the approval from Muly, I can start working. So let's go back to the local code. And let's open folder. New one. Just a second. You can see it. Just a second. How do you do this?
Let's say send to in application.
Windows. Cannot see the temp too.
It's in application mode. It's under application. Go inside application. Go inside application.
No, in temp application, I think you cloned it inside.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we finally have the source code.
These are the problems that you usually get when you try to contribute to open source. So it's normal.
Thank you. So now we can see that I'm on the master branch. So like we said before, we don't work directly on this branch. We need to check out to the next branch. And now from the next branch, I will create my custom branch. I will call it log B. Now I have the new branch, and basically the task says that we need to improve the build function in the controller and add a new message when the process finishes successfully. So now I will find the on pull request created, and I see that we have a log only on the cache. I will add here an info message, the same pull request. Process and I will save the changes, and now I can see here that I have one change. It's very important to make sure before you commit your changes that you did what expected for me to do. And now I will add this file. I will say in the commit message that I have fit in the core, add new log for on function. Remove this. I will publish now the branch. Go back to the application repo. I can see this branch now.
Go to your fork.
Go right, Muly. Okay, now I can see the new branch. The base branch now it's saying that I will merge it into the master, so I will change it to merge it into the next. Now here I will leave a comment with the issue number. It's very, very important. So let's go back to the application.
It's 7169. I'll save you a
Number. Just a second, I will take it from here. That's it. Here I can explain that. Add a new log to the pull request created function. I will mark this to once it's checked, and that's it. Now I can create a pull request, and I can even ask for a specific reviewers, and ask for Amit, and ask for Muly. They will get a notification, and after they will finish and approve me the PR, and of course all the CI process will end successfully. I can merge this pull request. This is the step that we're not doing now, and that's it. That's simple.
Thank you so much, More. I really liked how quick you made a PR to application, and I know that not everybody is can make this quick or without errors. So I am just mentioning that you can join at any time application Discord channel where we have a dedicated support ticket system for you, where I or someone from engineering team will help you to make that PR successfully. So by saying this, I open the stage for question and answers, and I see there are few questions in the chats. And if you want to ask anything related to open source or how you can contribute to application or anything regarding application as well, you can ask to us. So the first question is by Adarsh. It is which tech stack is needed to contribute to application? Molly, please.
So we work on Node.js with TypeScript, and mainly if you are contributing code, the main things will be around Node.js and TypeScript. Some tasks can touch the other main libraries that we're working with, like Prisma, for example, and of course Nest.js. So those are the main things.
Yeah. Thank you, Molly. Another question is from Krish, and he's asking that he knows Linux, he knows Docker, Kubernetes, GitOps, and Terraform. Can he contribute to application?
Yeah, it looks like he has all the relevant credentials. I don't see a reason why not. There are so many things in application to contribute. Again, from docs, CI process, many things. I'm sure you can find the issues that are interesting for you and you feel capable of doing.
So thank you, Muli. Krish, I would recommend you to visit application repository issues section, and also you can just find a bug for us. Maybe you can suggest a feature request if you think something can be improved, and that will really help us a lot. So thank you for your question. I don't see more questions, but I see Shir Sendu, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, shared his first VR experience. And he said his first VR experience was wonderful. He learned a lot of things. More than he worked in industry, he learned more from open source, which is what were talking about. And he loves what we are doing at Amplification. And thank you for sharing it, Shir Sendu. So one more question is from Khomozin. Sorry again if I am pronouncing it wrong. How do I run application on my local? So, yep, Muli or more, anyone you want to take it?
Sure.
So,
Maybe yeah. If I'll share my screen
yeah,
again, or
yeah,
you share, I'll do it. Just a
I, I
second.
I'll share it. And so, yep, you can explain. I'm scrolling for you.
Yeah, no, I'm actually okay. We're sharing two different things, but so first of all, as
Okay.
Saurav is mentioning on the README file on the repo, you can find the relevant information to get started and run the platform locally. And on top of that, I'll just remind you that we have the docs site, and the docs site has a lot of information here about, for example, run application locally. And so the answer is the README and the main repo and the docs site here. And of course, Discord, right? If you get stuck, if you don't know, if you're unsure, ask on Discord. We will help. Other community members will help. So that's nice.
Thank you so much, Moli. I think we are just about on the finishing the time. If you guys have any other question, please do it. We are here for 3 more minutes. So Kishan is saying that was great event, and he loved the part where More explains everything. So More, it's for you. That's it. Okay, I don't see any other questions. And having said that, you can join our Discord server again if you want to contribute or you want to be update on all the events we are doing. Also, please give us a star on GitHub, and it's github.com/application/application. We are trending on GitHub from last 1 week on TypeScript section on the main GitHub page, and your stars means us a lot. So that's all from our side. Thank you so much for joining us. See you all in the GitHub issues section or in our Discord community. And thank you, Muli. Thank you, Mo, for joining us. And that's all.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.